a que no llore más, a que no piense en mí. Si yo te había olvidado, por fin había logrado no pensar en ti. Si todo fue blasfemia, tú nunca me quisiste porque mientes así. Si no es posible que me engañes más, no implores más.
Evening, and good night if it's night. And a big hearty salam alaikum to each and every one of you that's listening to us live or will be listening to us in archive. I gotta tell you, it has been an eventful weekend in spiritual things. First of all, I noticed or I saw that the Catholic Church is again in a whole bunch of trouble. As I saw this weekend and I was reading on the internet and watching news programs, I found out that a new grand jury, this is via CNN, okay? A new grand jury um, says that internal documents from 6 Catholic dioceses in Pennsylvania show that more than 300 Puritan priests have been credibly accused of sexually abusing more than 1,000 child victims. As the article continues, it says, we believe the real number of children whose records were lost or were afraid ever to come forward is in the thousands. This isn't, while incredible to hear, it is not unbelievable. We know that this has been happening for years and it continues to happen. I hope that everyone involved, except the priest, get justice served. But in other news, what I've come up on is something quite interesting. Okay, as we know, our friends in New Orleans had a little thing called the Hex Fest this weekend, and several members of a Catholic church decided to attack these people. Well, not really attack in a physical form, but attack in by spreading flyers, by spreading hate, by spreading this, by spewing bad acts towards this festival. And I wonder, why is it that instead of clamoring against these atrocious acts done by the priests of the Catholic Church, they are messing with other spiritual people? See, let's go back a couple of years. I remember when Catholics were chastised, not accepted, um, spoken ill about. And now they turn around and do the same thing about other spiritualities and other religions and other things of that sort. I'm just going to read to you what happened in um, in New Orleans this weekend. This is an article from the New Orleans Advocate. The writer is named Nicholas Rayman, I believe it is. And I'm just going to read this article for you so you can just get a grip on what happened. I honestly believe that you cannot buy this kind of publicity anywhere. And it's only going to do the Hex Fest more good than actual bad. The article again is from Nicholas Riemann, okay? And the newspaper, I don't know if it's an online newspaper, but it's called The Advocate, okay? The first picture you see here is of a tour guide. Her name is Cindy Cochran. I know Cindy, she's a wonderful lady and um, a wonderful tour guide. If you ever make it down to New Orleans, you really need to go ahead and get Cindy and her tour guide company to give you a tour of beautiful New Orleans. Okay, the article reads as such. His first name may be Christian, and he may love the Pope, but Christian Day is a witch. Just ask him. Day and his husband, Brian Kane, have welcomed others who practice witchcraft and magic to New Orleans for the past 4 years, with hundreds from around the world coming to Bourbon, New Orleans Hotel for the annual Hex Fest. Day said that the city's history of tolerance and even reverencing voodoo and witchcraft the first 3 years of the festival were nothing but welcoming. Not this year. Over the weekend, the festival's witches, voodoo priestesses, and conjurers were joined in the French Quarter by Christian groups who protested and prayed outside St. Louis Cathedral. Mind you, St. Louis Cathedral, it's a big place for readers and stuff right in the courtyard of it. So let's just leave that at that. They said he respected their rights to protest, even though he thought they were wrong. He took in serious issue with their calling the festival's practitioners demonic and satanic. But what he found up under his door crossed the line. A one-page message left under the door nearly in every room of the hotel condemned the festival, saying in part, that the angels of the Most High were surrounding the city and could not prevail. This terrorizing act, it is a frightening act, they said. What is absolutely atrocious, the welcome mat for our nation to have family from Australia and all over America to be terrorized inside their hotel rooms. The letter was anonymous, but no one had taken responsibility for it. Though the groups including the Catholic Youth Organization TFP Students Action were at hand to protest on Saturday. They said he told others had heard of the young people in the halls talking and putting up the messages up under the doors Friday night. That's not the act of anyone of the festival would even think of doing, Day added, saying that witchcraft, which he said officially recognized as a religion in the U.S. Supreme Court in 1986, is madly misrepresented. It is about channeling one's energy to do good for the world, he said. How to put into practice the purpose of the festival in a weekend filled with workshops like bone cross juju, conjure dolls for all the needs, and celestial sorcery. It is also it also included a trip to Mary Laveau's tomb and an opening ritual on board the Creole Queen. They said the festival has doubled in size since 2015, when about 150 people attended. Now the number is over 300, including well-known members of the magical community. Those days and those also stayed in Broom Closet. One of those attending and offering workshops was Mama Star, or Star Cassis, a self-described conjurer. Cassis said she's always felt at home in the Ritchie community, even though she still follows Christianity. That's why she's especially upset with the protesters. Jesus was a healer. Mary was a healer. So are they also sinners? Cassis said. I do not like being called the devil, and I do not like being called a Satanist, because I am none of those. They said Satanist is not a respected part of the witchy community, calling those who follow it radical and attention-seeking. But he has a message for those who try to scare the community. They would have a better time with their mystical Satan than with me. I don't protest the nuns. I show up in scantily clad bikini women in pointed hats, he said. Then he picked a fight with the wrong person. I will not watch the guests of our festival terrorized or intimidated without several retaliation in all legal ways. I want to see the legal protest can look like. I can push the boundaries of taste. Hexfest includes a ritual Sunday night, but Day and other participants are already looking forward to Hexfest 2019. Well, I gotta tell you guys, this is quite disturbing. But who am I to say? Who am I to say but a simple practitioner in Fort Worth, Texas? But I know what they need to do. They need to practice their faith and leave other people's faith alone. There is no room for this. I don't know where it's coming from, but I know it's always been here. But I can tell you that I'm still your boogeyman. I'll be right back. And this is It's 12 O'Clock Somewhere.
I'm your boogeyman, that's what I am. I'm here to do whatever I can. Be it early morning, late afternoon, or at midnight. It's never too soon to wanna please you, to wanna keep you, to wanna do it all for you. I wanna be your rubber ball. I wanna be the one
All right, guys. I want to share something with you today. I want to share a stolen quote that I have. And those of you who follow me on social media know that I steal quotes all the time. Sometimes I steal them and rearrange them. But today's stolen quote had something very touching. It said, "Stolen quote of the day: Do not be afraid to live a spiritual life that others do not understand." And with this, I'm going to open up a can of worms today. I and Professor Porterfield and myself had a conversation yesterday. And I'm not going to go all into the full conversation because sometimes we have conversations that last well into an hour. Um, and you guys know that I often bring up this subject, the subject of spiritual grandmothers, of all these people who now have found root work, conjure, Apollo, or whatever it may be, and say things like, "My grandmother taught me this." And knowing that I've been inside of this spiritual community for such a long time, um, and I know many of these people were people that just a couple of months ago, or maybe 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, were asking questions inside of my inbox and inboxes of other well known spiritual workers. So the conversation went on something like this. Yes, everyone in the community knew a couple of tricks. Yes, everyone knew a couple of workings because these are the things that poor people or people do. We know how to, break a simple hex. We know how to, um, put a piece of, let's say, string on a baby's forehead to stop the hiccups. We know how to make little mixtures of things to get rid of colds. See, when I was growing up, every man knew a little bit of carpentry, knew a little bit of mechanics because of necessity. Every woman knew some type of sewing, where they would sew up, the children's shirts, holes in pockets, and things of that sort. But not everyone was a woodworker. Everyone could fix a pipe up under a sink, but not everyone was a plumber. Just because you could sew up something out of patterns didn't make you a seamstress. So what I'm trying to get to is, yeah, I kind of believe that some people's grandparents probably did show them a little couple of tricks. But just because your grandmother knew one or two tricks didn't make her a worker. Doesn't make you a worker. The same way that my father knowing how to fix a pipe up under a cabinet did not make him a plumber. You see, in this new age where you see workers sprouting out of everywhere, I remember a time when there were only two workers in my whole vicinity, where there were two, three, four, five, maybe santeros in my whole community. And at that, I also remember that the workers that were there specialized in one thing or the other. I remember Miss Barbara specializing in numbers or in love work. I remember Miss Eunice, which everyone was deathly afraid of, was good at cursing. See, people had specialties. There wasn't no roundabout one person that did everything. It just did not exist. And it probably still does not exist this day. So I ask you, Was your grandmother a specialist? Or was she a person that knew a couple of tricks? Well, while we're contemplating that, let me play a little Madre Agua. I'll be right back.
Madre agua, yo tabalario. Piquinini, yo tabalario. Madre agua, yo tabalario. Mi garunguera, mi garunguera. Madre agua, yo tabalario. Arunga, sube, arunga, va. Madre agua, yo tabalario. Más 7 veces, madre agua, yo tabalario, mi garunguera, madre agua, yo tabalario, yo está llamando madre lago, madre agua, yo tabalario, madre chenchero, madre lago, madre agua, yo tabalario, yo está llamando madre lago. Santa María, madre yo, madre agua, Santa María, madre yo, madre lago, Santa María, madre yo, Santa María, madre yo, abuelita Santa Agua, Santa María, madre yo, yo camina 7 lembas, Santa María, madre yo, vamos, son las horas, Santa María, madre yo, de pachanganga los 3 minutos, Santa María, madre yo. Santa María, madre Dios, madre Lango, 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 Santa María, madre Dios, madre Cheche, Santa María, madre Dios, madre Cheche, Santa María, madre Dios, madre Lango, Santa María, madre Dios, chapea Lango los 3 minutos. Santa María, madre Dios. Santa María, madre Dios, vamos, que ta Congo. Santa María, madre Dios, vamos, cántaro que carile. Santa María, madre Dios, Santa María, madre Dios, madre Lango, Santa María, madre Dios, madre Lango, Santa María, madre Dios, madre Lango, Santa María, madre Dios, Central Australia está muriendo. Santa María, madre Dios, estamos viendo Santa María, madre Dios, corta la caña para el ingenio. Santa María, madre Dios, vamos, siempre allá. Santa María, madre Dios, dame la ronda los pies que tenemos. Santa María, madre Dios, madre Lango, Santa María, madre Dios, madre Cheche, Santa María, madre Dios, madre Tundo, Santa María, madre Dios, vamos Pedro, Santa María, madre Dios, vamos Pedro, Santa María, madre Dios, fuente ganga, Santa María, madre Dios, madre Lango, poco de la Río, vengo de mi vengo de la Río, poco de Lango de la Río, yo vengo de mi vengo de la Río, poco de Lango de la Río, yo vengo de mi vengo de la Río, un poco de Lango de la Río, yo vengo de mi vengo de la Río, un poco de Lango de la Río, yo vengo de mi vengo de la Río, un poco de Lango, el agua del mar con el agua del río, el agua del mar con el agua del río, yo me lleva todo malo con el agua del mar, el agua del mar con el agua del río, el agua del mar con el agua del río, yo me lleva todo malo con el agua del mar, con el agua del río,
con el agua del mar,
con el agua del río,
con el agua del mar,
con el agua del río,
con el agua del mar,
con el agua del río, con el agua del mar, con río,
con el agua del mar,
con el agua del río,
con el agua del mar,
con el agua del río,
con el agua del mar,
con el agua del río,
con el agua del mar,
con el agua del río,
con el agua del mar,
el agua del río,
con el agua del mar,
el agua del río,
con el agua del mar,
el agua del río,
con el agua del mar,
con el agua del río,
con el agua del mar,
el agua del río,
con el agua del mar,
el agua del río. Santa María, Mario, mare agua,
Santa María, Mario,
mare lago,
Santa María, Mario,
Santa Arena,
Santa María, Mario,
Mamucaga,
Santa María, Mario,
Bianco, Bianco,
Santa María, Mario,
Camporema,
Santa María, Mario, Santa María, Mario,
Bianco, Bianco,
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 Santa María, Mario,
Bianco, Lele,
Santa María, Mario.
That was Organ Ilu with Mareagua, sung by my personal friend, Lassa. Well, guys, the tough shit terror of the day. It says, cut the shit. You have been dishonest with yourself about your feelings. And this is beginning to affect your personal relationships. If you can admit the harsh truths to yourself, you can harness the power of forgiveness in order to move on. Well, guys, it comes to the point when I have to send a shout out, especially to the people that are in my chat room. If you're not part of the chat room, go ahead and join the chat room. R.K. Gomez just came in and he says that he's a little late. I know it's 6:30 a.m. there, brother, in beautiful Hawaii. E.F. Still has taken a break from the university teaching to be here with us and speak to us. Yvette the Motown Witch, what's going on, baby? Mr. Badala. Nicole, Star Cassis is here. Mama Star, did you know that I spoke about you briefly at the beginning of the show? Yvette the Motown Witch. I want to send Mr. Obadala is also here. I want to first send out a shout out to all the conjure shops that are listening to me live right now, especially Yvette the Motown Witch, themotownwitch.com, located in Detroit. I want to say hi to y'all. I want to say hello to Ifa Ibeyu, who is listening to us live right now at Love Supply Botanica in beautiful New York City. I also want to send a special shout out to my friend, to everybody's Mama Star, who is listening to us from Conjure, New Orleans, in beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana. And of course, Misty's Candles. Misty's Candles always listens to us live, and when she's making her candles, when she's doing her thing, I want to send a quick shout out to her. Man, thank you. Thank you, one. Thank you all for coming in and saying hello. Listen, I want you, I'm going to go into my story for today. Of course, I got to go into my story today. This story was grabbed from a website called Lukumi People at wordpress.com. It's called Pataki, Sacred Stories of the Orishas Oya, Oshun, and Yamaya. This is a very, 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 very good story. Let me break it down. Okay. Oya, Oshun, and Yamaya had decided to make a business of divination. They also decided to involve Elegua Lairoye in the business. This particular path of Elegua, who was a great communicator and also had the gift of gab, would be used to get the word out about the business. The money made from the sessions was divided into 4 ways, which Elegua was getting his share at the close of each business day. Oya and Oshun and Yamaya set up a business in a small hut on a beach by the ocean. Elegua positioned themselves at the crossroads, where there was a lot of traffic, to better get the word out about the 3 diviners. Business was thriving, as many went into the mat to be divine before the Orishas. Elegwa would come by to collect his share of the profits at the close of each business day. Soon, the ugly head of greed set in. Oya, Oshun, and Yemaya began thinking. They began to think that they would give, that they began to think that they give Elewa way too much money. They do all the work, they thought. So at the end of each business day, Elewa would come up to get his share, which began to get less and less, and eventually Oya, Oshun, and Yemaya would tell Elewa that there was no money for business was slow. Elewa, not being only the great communicator but also a trickster, decided that he would set the sisters straight. Each day, all day, where people came into the divination performed, Elewa would tell them that Oya, Oshun, and Yemaya no longer lived in the hut by the beach, and he would inform them there was a new location. As time passed, business came at a standstill. Realizing that no one showed up for the divination was done, and the money was not being made, Oya, Oshun, and Yemaya called Elewa to have a talk with him. With Elewa standing before them, the three sisters asked him, "What's going on? We're starving. Where are all the people gone?" Looking at Oya, Oshun, and Yemaya in their eyes, Elewa told them, "Apparently the people have gone the same way as the money." Away, eyes wide open, the three sisters quickly realized their error of their ways. Oya, Oshun, and Yemaya then promised, then from that moment on, to always set aside Elewa's share of the profit first. The sisters also promised to prepare, when preparing meals, that his meal would be prepared and set aside for him first as well. Just as Elewa's share of the profits returned, so did the people return to the divination, and the business thrived and prospered. Ashe. Guys, I say this story today, not only because of the story about the greed, but I also say this story because people need to learn. People need to learn that they are standing on the shoulders of their ancestors that brought them this spiritual knowledge. We, as practitioners, need to learn that if you don't give back or stand up for the offspring, for the children of these ancestors that have given us this knowledge, or the children of the ancestors that have given you this knowledge, you will soon fail. Give back to your communities. Give back to the children of the ancestors that you are getting this knowledge from. You're listening to It's 12 O'Clock Somewhere with Candelo Kimbisa. I'll be right back.
It's so good loving somebody, that somebody loves you back. To be loved and be loved in return, it's the only thing that my heart desires. Just appreciate the little things I do. Oh, you're the one who's got me inspired. Keep on lifting me higher. So good, loving somebody, that somebody loves you back. It's so good, needing somebody that's a fact. It's so good wanting somebody, that somebody wants you back. Said it's so good. And that's a fact. It's so good needing somebody, and somebody needs you back. Say now 70-30, now 60-40, talking about a 50-50 love. Said it's so somebody, and somebody loves you back, yeah. Said now 70-30, now 60-40, talking about a 50-50 love, yeah. It's so good, good, loving somebody, and somebody loves you back. It's so good, good. So glad that there's you. I've experienced over and over again where I've given 80% and she's given 20%. Or she's given 70% and I've given 30%. But you just don't know how it feels to have somebody that you can share your whole life with. Somebody that you don't mind talking to, somebody that you don't mind going down the middle of the road with. I know a lot of guys today, they wish they had somebody just like you. I don't know when the last time that I told you, but girl, you make me so very happy. I think we've got something that a lot of people don't seem to have. Talking about a 50-50 love, yeah.
And of course, that was my main man, Teddy Pendergrass, When Somebody Loves You Back. Well, guys, you know it comes now to a little bit of shameless plugging. I want to know who's coming. Who's coming to the second annual My High Conjure Gala 2018? Join me, the host, the master of ceremonies, Candelo Kimbisa, at the historic Lumber Baron Inn, right in the heart of Denver, Colorado. Seminars will be given by esteemed practitioners of, but not limited to, root work, conjure, and other paths. Presenters include Beverly Smith, Professor Charles Porterfield, Michelle Jackson, and Rosine Laguerre, Professor Aim, Michael Cardenas, Miss Aida, and Hoodoo Senmosi. Guys, you gotta come over to the Mile High Conjure Gala. It was such a blast last year. And guess what? This year, it's on my birthday. So all of you are invited. It is a fun time to be had by all and a learning experience for you. Come on over to the Mile High Conjure Gala, September 29th and September 30th at the beautiful Lumber Baron Inn. You guys are going to enjoy this. I'm telling you, it's fun. Last year, It was almost standing room only, so I know this year is going to be fun, and I know it's going to be entertaining. Let me tell you something else. Are you a vendor? If you are a vendor, man, you can have 2 days vending at the Mile High Contra Gala for $175. Not bad. Believe you will make 4 or 5 times over that. So remember, the Mile High Contra Gala, hosted by myself, Candelo Kimbisa. I sure want to see you there. Now, let's bring it. I forgot that it was Wu-Tang Wednesday, guys. And without the Brooklyn Zoo, it's not. It's 12 o'clock somewhere.
But you won't let me love you. Yeah! Party people all around the town. It's the ODB, kid. Once again coming through your area. And I'm gonna tell you one time, you gonna love this. I'm the one-man army son. I never been tooken out. I keep MCs looking out. I drop signs like Crosby dropping babies. Enough to make a go crazy. In the G building, taking all types of medicine. Cause you thought you were better than a son. I keep planets in orbit while I be coming with deeper and more enough to make you break and shake you. Rhyme good as the tasty cake makes this style a mastered in. You got some headaches, what? You need aspirin? This type of pain you couldn't even kill with Midor. What? Round gets sprayed with Lysol in your face like the can of mace, baby. Is it burning? Well, see now you learning how. I don't even like your profile. It's like wow. Mad styles, I seen and heard. No one knows, you forget. Be quiet as kept. Now you know nothing. Before you know a whole blood clot lot. You don't want to get shot. A lot of MCs came to my showdown and watched me put the low down. As you can go below zero, without a doubt, I never been took it out by a who couldn't figure, yo, by a who couldn't figure, yo, by a who couldn't figure how to pull a gun trigger. Get out of here! When they get too close to the utmost, but I got stacks that'll attack any whack host. Introducing your name, my hip hop drops on your head like rain. And when it rain, it pours, cause my rhymes hardcore. That's why I give you more of the raw talent that I got. Will rock the spot. MCs, I'll be burning hot. Whoa, ho, ho. Let me like slow up with the flow. If I move too quick, oh, you just won't know. I'm homicidal when you're into the target. Get up, act like a pig, try to halt. Swat it, start quick, the mic's I'm had it, man. You can suck me. If you wanna step to my mother breath, blown to death. You got shot cause you knock. Who's there? Another mother hard rock. Slacking on your back cause raw's what you lack. You wanna react? Bring it on back. Yeah. Same with you when you stepped up to the old dirty bastard. Brooklyn, shame on you when you stepped up to the old dirty bastard. Brooklyn, shame on you when you stepped up to the old dirty bastard. Brooklyn, shame on you when you stepped up to the old dirty bastard. Brooklyn, shame on you when you stepped up to the old dirty bastard. Brooklyn, what? Shame on you. Shame on you when you stepped up to. Shame on you when you stepped up to. Shame on you when you stepped up to the old dirty bastard. Brooklyn, shame on you when you stepped up to the old dirty bastard. Brooklyn, what?
Make sure that you guys are turning this damn music up because it is turned up today. It is turned up. You're listening to Candelo Candelo Kimbisa on It's 12 O'Clock Somewhere. I'm hoping you guys are jumping around and having fun and doing your thing. But you know what? Since we're jumping around, let's continue jumping around. It's 12 o'clock somewhere, baby. Turn this shit up. Guys, I hope that you guys are having a wonderful lunch like I am about to have once I get off this broadcast. Well, guys, I gotta tell you, it's fun, it is fun, it is fun. But I have to tell you that I am seriously considering in September starting Candelo's Corner over on Block Talk Radio again. It'll be a one night a week podcast, and it will be about all things spiritual. Okay, it won't be just me speaking. We'll have new guests. We'll have old guests and reoccurring guests keep on coming in. We're also going to have readings on the corner, which I thought was very successful. And we're going to have just fun and education. Okay, so keep looking forward. We'll be having this back in September, hopefully September the 1st. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to start Candelo's Corner over again. And we're starting it over. And I think that's much needed thing in a much needed podcast in the spiritual community. It's going to be way fun and educational. Okay, so we're starting Candelo's Corner on September the 5th. I mean, September the 1st, okay? So I also want to tell you, man, to look out for me in Omaha, Nebraska, on the 13th of October. I'll be there at the Conjure Shop doing my damn thing. So, guys, if you live anywhere near Omaha, come and check us out at the Conjure Shop, okay? Well, as always, may all the echoes and shadows that accompany you have all the necessary light. From where I, Candelo Kimbisa, sit, that's it.
I still see your shadows in my room. Can't take back the love that I gave you. It's to the point where I love and I hate you, and I cannot change you, so I must replace you. Oh, easier said than done. I thought you were the one listening to my heart instead of my head. You found another one, but I am the better one. I won't let you forget me. I still see your shadows in my room. Can't take back the love that I gave you. It's to the point where I love and I hate you, and I cannot change you, so I must replace you. Oh, easier said than done. I thought you were the one listening to my heart instead of my head. You found another one, but I am the better one. I won't let you forget me. You left me falling and landing inside my grave. I know that you want me dead. I take prescriptions to make me feel A-okay. I know it's all in my head. I have these lucid dreams where I can't move a thing, thinking of you in my bed. You were my everything, thoughts of a wedding ring. Now I'm just better off dead. I'll do it over again. I didn't want it to end. Now watch it blow in the wind. I should've listened to my friends. Leave the shit in the past, but I wanted to last. You were made out of plastic, fake. I was tangled up in your drastic ways. Who knew evil girls had the prettiest face? You gave me a heart that was full of mistakes. I gave you my heart and you made heartbreak. You made my heart break. You made my heart ache. You made my heart break. You made my heart ache. You made my heart break. You made my heart ache. You made my heart break again. I still see your shadows in my room. Can't take back the love that I gave you. It's to the point where I love and I hate you, and I cannot change you, so I must replace you. Oh, easier said than done. I thought you were the one listening to my heart instead of my head. You found another one, but I am the better one. I won't let you forget me. I still see your shadows in my room. Can't take back the love that I gave you. It's to the point where I love and I hate you, and I cannot change you, so I must replace you. Oh, easier said than done. I thought you were the one listening to my heart instead of my head. You found another one, but I am the better one. I won't let you forget me.
It's 12 o'clock somewhere was brought to you by the Mile High Conjure Gala, Conjure New Orleans, Love Supply Botanica, kimbisa.org.